do is you're going to read the objective, and with the black Sharpie, you're going to circle the task. What is it that the students will actually do? What is the product that you will have an opportunity to grade?
With the Sharpie?
With the black Sharpie. So 1, we're reading. 2, we are circling what the product is that the students will do. Black Sharpie. You need a Sharpie?
Yeah.
Now we're going to, we have circles, wonderful. Now we're going to write a number 1 immediately underneath the objective. We're going to just put a number 1 immediately under the objective. And in your own words, you are going to clarify what you believe your colleague wants students to do. In your own words, you're going to clarify what you believe your colleagues want our scholars to do.
Are we writing this?
Yep, under number 1, or next to number 1. Mr. Buckman, if you need to move that up, you can. As I can see anywhere
How much
else.
effective that would be? You got a couple of classes.
Clarify. What do you think they want from students? So don't overthink it. Let's just do 20 more seconds. Did anybody have a magical mint? Did you taste it yet?
Yes.
Did you? Was it
It
magical?
was magic.
I am sure.
It was very tasty.
It doesn't get any better than the magical mints. Right, and then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you didn't completely finish, it's okay. Now we're going to rotate one more time to the right. And once you arrive to your new location, if you would read your colleague's objective. And then put a number 2 under the number 1 with the black Sharpie. And number 2, you're going to have some options. As you read the objective, you're either going to A, provide solutions to how they can improve their objective, or B, rewrite their objective. So now you're offering your 2 cents. You can either A, provide alternative solutions, how they can improve the objective, or B, rewrite the objective. So think about if you're a student. Some of you have large words. Is your objective student friendly as you're providing feedback? Is it something that students have the opportunity to access? Remember, the objective is very much, it's twofold. It's for you, so you know the goal of what you want them to accomplish, but it's also for them. As a student, I want to know, how can I get an A in the class? Is that through a worksheet, paragraph, 25 questions? So providing alternative solutions so that maybe we can simplify it easier for students. All right, show of hands, how many people are done? Okay.
I'm just like with number 2, I don't think there's any improvements. I don't know. It's gonna be it's gonna be objective.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Everyone go back to your own piece of chart paper. Take an opportunity to read what your colleague provided to you.
Acker, what did you do to get in trouble, Acker?
All hands raised, how many people have read the information? Okay, now you're going to have an opportunity to ask one another questions. And so, Mr. Tyler, do you have any questions about anything on your chart paper?
No.
Ms. Banah, do you have any questions about anything on your chart paper?
Yes.
Go.
So I felt like I was writing too much when I did my objective, when I sat down to write it. I like how this person took what I said and condensed it and made it shorter. But who wrote this?
I did.
So, you think it would change like the demands of my lesson if I took out the large and the small, or you think I would still be good?
I think it'll still be good.
Okay.
Yeah, I do kind of make that explicit.
Yeah, I appreciate condensing it because I was struggling with that.
Okay. Yay, well done. All right, Mr. Rooks.
I appreciate whoever did this because when I went back and reread it, like, what is understanding? So to demonstrate an understanding, I think had the students take ownership of what they're actually going to be doing. Understand could just be like, I say I understand, as opposed to demonstrating understanding. That means I'm actually gonna be taxed with something that will actually force me to demonstrate what I say I understand.
So
Like
that's
as evidence. So to demonstrate to me means that students will take ownership of their understanding, in my opinion.
Right.
So that's why I was like saying good vibes.
Okay. The awesome part is that you know as a student, how can I get an A? So for many of our students, that is big. How do I get my grade for today? And so because we know that that is a huge part of our culture, we also need to start letting students know this is how you get the grade for the day. This is how you get the A. This is how I'm going to determine whether class meant anything. Ms. Lee?
No questions.
No
Yeah,
questions,
no
comments? Okay. Mr. Bucknight?
Well, for number 2, I know this is Bilal's handwriting. Were you referring to this or this?
separate the task from the skill.
So it took me back to being in the classroom. And remember how you had, I just liked how you had it. And then I saw
Y'all
this.
are solid.
And I was thinking for your kids, if you kept it separate in order to, for some reason in my mind, I was forcing myself to give you some feedback. First of all, I thought it was well written.
Oh, appreciate it.
But then if I had to give feedback, maybe that. Cause I liked the structure of how you had yours last time.
So it actually doesn't look like this on the board for the kids. I was rushing.
Okay.
I stop at in order to, and then I break it down with
Right,
the task.
that's how I like it.
I'm just trying to get it out on paper.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, very good. Let's do 3 minutes left. Let's do some quick takeaways, right? What are your takeaways about this activity and you understanding objective writing in your own classrooms? Everybody just think about, let's just do 10 seconds of process time so you can think about a quick takeaway. All right, takeaway.
I was just gonna say, mine's kind of was like Brooks's, how the objective is well written, and the second one, the rewrite is well written, but how it's more kid friendly for the kid, deciphering which one is more kid friendly, I guess. It was kind of helpful.
Okay.
I think like for me, like going back to the last meeting when we, like everyone in the math department like displays the objectives, and but with this meeting, the fact that everyone can see, you know, like the objectives and maybe, you know, change in some way so that when we go back into the classroom, it can be different, so, yeah.
Okay.
I think the huge takeaway from all of this is how much objective writing makes my plan for the day a lot clearer, because now I'm identifying a goal for the day. And so, like, reading my objective, I know what I'm supposed to accomplish and what kids are supposed to accomplish. So it holds me accountable for holding the kids accountable. So yeah, that was.
Yes, that's all. That's objective writing all the way. All right, Ms. Bernard.
So I think bird's eye view, I can see in these posters our conversation. And then I was like, Mr. Tyler wasn't a part of our conversation that day because he was absent. So with my bird's eye view, I'm like, if anybody is not here when we having these conversations, how can I deliver it and make sure we all stay on the same page?
Okay, awesome. I think that's a huge takeaway as a leader, right? How do you make sure that everybody on your team is on the same page, even if they're here or not here? All right, awesome.
In line with that, this activity allowed me an opportunity to see that everyone is on the same page.
So it just came full circle. All right, thank you so much. All right, we're done.
I just want to say, Mrs. Tyler, with the reason why I was stuck with the question mark, as soon as I was read yours, I knew,
Anybody
I was
else want a
like,
magical
oh, he
man
wasn't
before I
at the
take him to
meeting.
my magical
I was like,
office?
okay, it's not fair. Oh, it's not fair.
So that's my bad. I'm sorry.
That's what we're gonna start out.
Some tangerine, something I can take.